Show Kwan reporting for us. Show, thank you very much. Well, as millions in SoCal stay home to protect against COVID-19, some people are not so lucky. The lives of homeless mothers with children or women stuck in abusive relationships have and will become even harder. Shelters are doing their best, but some have started turning away newcomers to avoid overcrowding. Sister Jennifer Gaeta is the executive director of the Los Angeles House of Ruth, and she joins us now to talk about the increasing needs of her organization and how all of us can help. Sister Jennifer, good morning to you, and thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you. So you all have quite the legacy in the city of Los Angeles. You've been around for 40 years. So tell us about the Los Angeles House of Ruth, and tell us about the services that you offer.
Primarily, we are a homeless shelter, but about 90% of women who become homeless became homeless due to domestic violence. So we really serve homeless women and families who are victims of domestic violence.
Sister Jennifer, it's Giselle here. Talk to us about the impact COVID-19 and social distancing has on the shelters.
Well, a couple of things. You can imagine we would usually get maybe 10 calls a day from shelter seekers. That's gone up by about possibly 20. There are not enough shelter beds, never were. And now we're trying to do social distancing so we're able to have less families in shelter. And this is happening across the board with shelters. What we are experiencing is this. So all the kids are out of school. We have about 50 people in 4 different houses, and the kids and now the moms are beginning to kind of be stir crazy. So we're doing everything we possibly can. We're doing all the safety procedures. You walk in our door and it smells like bleach, which is a good thing. We're trying to get our moms to stay home, but they're very anxious to get out. I've really asked them to stay off the public transportation, just to keep us safe, to keep our families that are there safe, and keep us, our staff, safe, and our families.
Yeah, especially, you all are deemed an essential service for the city. Your staff must come to work, but also, you all provide wraparound services to these women when they come to your program.
So what's difficult right now is a lot of shelters and other agencies are doing phone case management, and to me, that just doesn't work. You have to have, these are families who've been so traumatized. Getting a phone call, maybe that's okay, but with our families, we're very intimate with them. I always say we kind of live together. We become the family they didn't have, and if they had the family to support them, they wouldn't need us. But we're still, I don't want to say it's amusing, but we're spending gobs of money on things like craft supplies, music videos. We had to increase our Wi-Fi so that all the kids could do their homework. And you can imagine how difficult that is to get everybody to have enough Wi-Fi strength so that they can be online a number of hours a day. You're seeing pictures of many of our little ones who are not in school, but we've got older kids who do need to be in school.
Yeah, the need is great. Sister Jenny, I've been reading reports about domestic violence and abuse cases going up. Are you experiencing that as well from your vantage point?
Absolutely, absolutely. Domestic violence is classically a syndrome of, well, a lot of things, but at this point in time, it's a syndrome of frustration and anger. So imagine how many people are out there that have lost their jobs, how many people are living very close to the poverty line who never did before. So we're seeing a different level of family who is suffering the abuse, and we are responding as best as we possibly can.
No, that we absolutely understand. How can we help?
Well, I'll give you a good example. About a week ago, we got a call from an agency that works on Skid Row that there was a young mom, she's about 23, she has 5 children under 6. So our staff, a few people kind of panicked. They were afraid to go to Skid Row, which is not usual for us. We're pretty fearless. But 2 of our staff got in the car and went down and picked her up. So she walked in the door with, this is 5 more little babies and a mom. So think of how many diapers we need. So as I prepared for this interview, I don't want to be crass, but what we really need is donations, financial donations. Our donor base is made up of wonderful individuals, and I'm afraid we're seeing a decline in that, and that makes total sense.
But let
So
us
what
help
we
you there,
really
Sister
need-
Jennifer. Let us help you there by telling people where they can go.
Yeah, so you can donate or support. You can visit LosAngelesHouseofRuth.com, and if you'd like to help them out, I know Sister Jennifer would really appreciate that, as well as all the residents. You can head online anytime to check out all of our other coronavirus coverage as well.
Sister
Correct.
Jennifer, thank you so much for the beautiful and blessed work that you do, saving so many families. Thank you, and we'll be back.